Today, Jagex has made some new improvement to some of the most iconic and powerful weapons in the game. Legendary and Masterwork weapons are now greatly improved. First, let's look at the legendary weapons. Exil. This two-handed weapon has been given a whole new special attack, Igneous Showdown. This special attack has a 1-minute cooldown, costs 65% adrenaline, and draws inspiration from the dramatic duels that Zuck himself has faced. It deals moderate damage to your target and marks them as your flame-bound rival until either they are defeated or you fall in combat. This mark can be transferred to another enemy by using the special attack on a new target. However, you can only have one rival active at a time. While a target's marked, you gain the additional benefits, plus 5% melee damage against your flame-bound rival, 5% reduced damage taken from them, and using Igneous Showdown on the same rival deals additional damage. Exil now features a passive effect as well called Ashen Vow, which is active while the weapon is equipped. The passive will empower 3 of your melee abilities. Pulverize, reducing the adrenaline to 60. Quake will increase the base hit debuff on all affected enemies from 2 to 4, and it'll increase the damage of Smash significantly. And any player who currently had an Exil in their Essence of Finality will see that placed back into their bank. Next, we got the Fractured Staff of Armadillo. This has been given a new passive effect, Surging Storm. The passive will increase your critical strike damage, not the chance to crit, but the damage you deal when you crit, by 15 to 30% while wielding the Fractured Staff of Armadillo. This additional critical damage would boost you from 150, which is 100% base plus 50 from 90 magic, to between 160 and 180. This is designed to synergize naturally with the staff's strong focus on crit strikes and its existing special attack. Also for magic, you have Tectonic and Elite Tectonic getting set effects. Regular Tectonic will add an additional 1% critical strike chance per piece, while Elite Tectonic will add an additional 2% critical strike chance per piece. Also, all of the Masterwork weapons from the recent 110 skill increases, the sword, the bow, and the staff, now have a shared passive effect, known as Masterworked Mending. This passive simply allows you to heal for 2% of the damage you deal while using these weapons. So Masterwork weapons should provide a healthy alternative for players who will value sustainability over the raw DPS of the legendary weapons that share the same tier. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button if you're not subscribed yet, and you'd like to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Thank you. With that said, we're now going to look at the patch notes and see what's been updated with today's update, so let's go ahead and check it out. Starting off, we got Augmented Runecrafting and Thieving. Prosper now has a 15-second cooldown when skilling. The Naturalist, Charitable, and Confused perks trigger properly when using the Sign of the Porter. The charge drain rate of the Binding Rod has been lowered. Updated the values of the Binding Rod and Pickbinding Bags to have a higher value for reclaiming upon death. The Omni Talisman now costs 50k coins to reclaim from Wizard Elris. The Fancy Clothes store now has additional right-click buy options when purchasing items in the Fur Shop. Off-cut and manufactured components can now be added to costless incomplete gizmos. Fixed an issue where the Pickpocketing Bag and perks were not functioning when gathering feathers from Desert Phoenix. Moving on to some general changes. Additional titles are listed as a reward on the corresponding Combat Mastery achievement. Tooltip now displays player completion counts for all tiers. Fixed the graphical issue that caused the Master Combat aura to break on male characters. Reduced Sour Bunny's messaging frequency. Players who have completed the currently active Carrot Boat race will no longer see the race timer upon re-entering the water. Fixed a bug that caused channel attacks to stop after 3 hits during PvP while using the Revolution of Combat mode. Resolved an issue that caused a scroll bar to disappear from various reward shops on mobile devices. Resolved an issue that caused a real world value to be displayed for rewards in the Oddman store. Rewards in the Oddman store have no real world value. Fixed an issue that prevented the passive effect of the Gemstone armor to not trigger when using the Necromancy combat style. The Tannery map icon is no longer placed on Jack Oval and is now displayed on Tanya Hyde instead. Fixed an issue that caused the old Royal Keepsake outfit overrides to make the player's character partially invisible when changing the player's character skin color. Minor update to ensure the rainbow title scroll can be searched for and bought successfully on the Grand Exchange. The XP listed on the crafting interface for Jade, Topaz, and Opal string amulets was updated from 30 to 4 to reflect actual XP gain. Fixed an issue that caused some of the recent items to disappear off the Grand Exchange at random. Fixed an issue that caused a rack sword projectile animation to be too fast in the Darkness path. Updated the quest journal for the Lost Tribe quest to indicate the location of the Goblin Symbol book. The quest journal will now inform the player whenever the quest item is stored in their bank. Rune pouches now give a rune's remaining containing warning once the player has fewer than 500 runes instead of at 500 to match the text. Updated achievement notification to fire off only once after unlocking the first time. Dialogue and interaction update to improve typos in the Beneath Skabara's Sans quest. The Seer's Headband 3 cosmetic override should now unlock correctly. If the cosmetic override remains unavailable after completion of Seer's Villas hard task set, talk to the Seer's taskmaster about buying the spare rewards. It's not necessary to buy any. Corrected several typos in the Elder God quest series. Fixed an issue which caused keepsake outfits to desync with the player's character body type, which blocked them from equipping the outfits after changing their body type from male to female or vice versa. Transmogrification items such as the crab hat no longer work in Castle Wars. Fixed a typo in the entanglement spell chat mess. Fixed an issue that caused I got this achievement to refer to standard round achievement progress in chat notifications. Fixed an issue where the Volcanic Vikings music track would loop without fading. Minor updates to Salve Amulet E, and Necklace of Salamancy to provide their respective damage bonuses to Osseous. Update to prevent armor sets from dropping on the ground if the player does not have enough inventory space when interacting with the Grand Exchange. Fixed an issue where using the memory dowser didn't increase the duration of Energy Spring. Rewards from Pride 2024 have been added to the Tales of Pride events. Players who have already completed Tales of the Pride will have these rewards unlocked on next login if they didn't already have them from Pride 2024. Logs and Mithril Seeds can no longer be used within Fort Ferenzri Workshop. Achievement banners and clan banners can no longer be placed in Fort Ferenzri Workshop. And lastly, optimize some animations to ensure correct rendering at 30 FPS. And that is it for all your patch notes. Links to everything described in this video will be down in the description below. Head on over there to check them out if you wish to do so. If you missed last week's video, it will be on screen now. Looking forward to seeing you there, and if not, I'll see you with the next RuneScape news coverage video. Until then, I am out. Aloha.